Well, good morning. This is Pastor Tyrone P. Jones, Church for the City, Yuma, Arizona. Any American old enough to remember September 11, 2001, it's grieving this 20-year anniversary of today. Many of us can remember where we were when we either watched or heard that our nation was under attack on this very day 20 years ago. We are remembering where we were on that Tuesday morning as we watched the news. Airplanes flying through a cloudless sky into skyscrapers, the fire and the billowing of smoke, the collapse of the Twin Towers into rubble. Images of people jumping to their deaths rather than burning to death are especially imprinted on our minds and heart. 20 years later, we can find retrospectives on nearly every dimension of the tragedy. Its impact on our culture, our unity, our politics, our military, our economy, and our spiritual lives. No aspect of American life has been untouched. Mark Cuban is known for being many things. One is a billionaire, entrepreneur, owner of the Dallas Mavericks. He's a shark on Shark Tank. But he recently purchased what Axios describes as a stunning set of drawings of the World Trade Center. They were made in 1963, 10 years before the dedication of the two buildings in 1973. And they capture the majestic and monumental nature of those iconic structures. And you know what I mean if you've ever saw them. He will donate those drawings to one of the Smithsonian museums. This is what he said. This tragedy strikes an emotional chord with every American. And I wanted the actual drawings to be where any American can see them. And I thought the Smithsonian was the right home, end of quote. Being a benefactor in that manner is one way of remembering, reflecting, and making sure the significance of that day stays relevant. As we hear from our own government the threat of experiencing once again what we thought was only a worthy memory, there are other ways to bring relevance to the day. One is to ever be grateful for the many military men and women from various parts of the world that sacrificed themselves to bring justice on our attackers, which included the masterminds and the harbors of those terrorists and the executioners. Those of you who still serve in our nation's military, God bless you and thank you so much. Second, we can pray for our nation's leaders to be wise and make wise decisions that is truly good for our land and for our citizens. Third, we can pray for our nation's citizens and the hand of God to be upon us to keep us free from terrorist attacks, home and abroad, whether they be attempted through biochemical or cyber or by way of attacking our electrical grids. But more importantly, that we as a people in this land of the free truly look to the God of true freedom. There's a need for the God of our creation who gives us life to truly be the Lord of our land and the people thereof. We say it, we sing it, and I say it and mean it. God bless America, not for any self-centered reason other than his name's sake. It's in Jesus' name that I pray that grace and peace comes to us all.